Now, today, let's focus on features. So, this is a usual topic which you would have come across in day-to-day life when if you are not new to ML world. So, this is a more common topic. People speak about features, signals, inputs to the model, right? So, let's dig deep on what feature is, right? So, this is not going to be a boring topic, right? Not the usual stuff which you may expect. I hope this topic adds some depth to what feature is all about. Okay, so let's say you want to uh, create a robot, right? I mean, you have created a robot and you want to make it smart in terms of traveling from point A to point B, right? So that's it. So it is a baby. You just created a baby robot. Now you're going to teach it how to smartly travel from point A to point B. Okay. So this is the objective, and you're going to train this robo or algorithm or model based on this object. Now let's say you have come up with one dimension or one feature to teach, right? So you're using a feature called distance, and as you see here, target is nothing but you want to minimize the time taken to reach point A to point B, right? And to help it understand the objective better and resolve the objective, you are feeding distance as the information, and you are trying to teach this model or algorithm on how distance relates to time, right? So for this purpose, you may need a feature called distance, right? So as you see, as distance increases, time increases. So these kind of information can be incurred to the algorithm using a single feature called distance, right? Now let's say you want to make your algorithm or robo or the model or the machine more smarter. So for that purpose, you are going to introduce a new feature called vehicle, right? So with this, you are adding a new dimension to the knowledge base of your model or machine. So you are trying to you're not removing the older feature, which is just distance. You're just trying to add a new feature. So you have a two-dimensional feature, right? So one is distance, the other one is vehicle. So with this two set of feature, your machine is much smarter than it was before, right? So it can understand, or maybe uh, using car, the time taken is a bit high, right? Or in bike, maybe I'm traveling faster compared to car. So you have made it a bit more smarter, I would say, relatively from the earlier version, right? Now let's feed in few more features. Let's say you are feeding a new feature called cost incurred during the travel, right? So how much money or resource, or let's say just money, you have to spend in order to cover point A to point B. So you have gathered that info and you are feeding that to the machine. Not only that, you are also feeding a new feature called class, which indicates how comfort the travel is, right? So with this information, the robo or the machine will try to better understand about the world as in a point A to point B, how mature, you see how mature the robo is getting now, right? Now it now understands how much does it take to travel 12 kilometer by road. I mean, I'm just trying to translate the first record point here, right? The first record says 12 kilometers taken to travel by car. For that, I have to spend 120 rupees, and car is a luxury car, so I call it a premium, and the time taken is just 15 minutes, right? So this information is being translated into a tabular format using this dataset. So like this, it will also understand uh, the sixth data point here, right? Which says To travel 600 kilometers, you may choose flight, which is going to be costlier compared to other modes of travel, but it is going to cost you less time. It is going to cost you just 50 minutes, right? So this is the information, this is the rich information you are feeding into the model with the help of the new data features, which is nothing but cost incurred and class, right? So your robo or the machine is way smarter than it was before. And we are going to introduce a new feature now to the robo or the machine, which we call safety, right? So with this, you are trying to teach the machine that car can be more safer, right? So let's imagine two people traveling, one person by car and the other person is bike. So they are traveling from point A to point B, right? So you can say that car is a bit more safer compared to bike. That we all understand, right? So let's feed this information to the machine as well. Now it now has a rich knowledge of the travel from point A to point B, right? Now it will understand what is distance and how the distance relates to vehicle, how a vehicle distance, cost, class, safety, and the time are interrelated, right? So that is the sole purpose of creating a feature, right? You are going to make your machine understand the relationship between the features within them and within the target, right? So with this, your model can become smarter. Hopefully, most probably it will become smarter as you keep adding new features of different dimensions. That is very important, right? So if you are going to add, let's say, in this case, right? So you see vehicle, right? Class and vehicle. They somewhat they can be, vehicle already or implicitly knows the class as well, right? So if you are traveling by car, obviously it is premium, right? Compared to bike or cycle or I mean bicycle or uh, what else? By walk, right? So car is obviously premium, and of course flight is all also premium. See, in flight you may have different class, but relatively comparing flight with other vehicles makes flight has the premium, right? So in that case we can ignore the class feature because you don't want to over engineer model as well, right? So there is a separate process in machine learning which we call feature reduction or dimensionality reduction, wherein you will try to reduce the number of features. In case if you feel few of them are redundant, you can, there are separate techniques to do it. Maybe we'll do it in a later video, but with this you get the idea, right? You feed in 5 features and based on some mathematical analysis or technique, you will get the best features out of it. And there are number of ways to do it. We are not going to cover in this video. So you get it, right? So if the some features already has or already implicitly those information is already present in the other features, you don't need those redundant features, and that is the sole purpose of using feature reduction techniques. That's it. Um, I hope you all like this video. I hope you got something new on what features are, right? So if you like this video, please put a thumbs up, subscribe, people who may find this video useful. Thank you. Thanks for watching.